Well, hello, everyone. My name is Kevin Krieg. I'm the Director of Business Development at IntelliNair. We have our product called Ag MRI, which measures your crop throughout the season and be able to give you insights on what's happening and then analyzing how that crop did and what contributed to its yield. Well, one of the things we want to talk about today is really around corn and nitrogen use and the weather that's been happening in the Midwest as well. So in 2023, we did a collaboration with Envision, which takes in and figures out the yield loss due to nitrogen deficiency. So joining me today is Bob Ryan, the sales manager for Envision Ag, and we want to talk through a little bit about how we can, go through this dicey thing of balancing the nitrogen with the weather that's going out there as well. So Bob, welcome, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kevin. Good to be here.
All right. So with that, Bob, what are you seeing out there today when you're talking to farmers and stuff on what's happening at the field level?
So most of my growers are just finishing planting or got a day or two left of planting. There's a small amount of early season corn that got planted, and then we had some big rains, and then they finished up planting usually in the first 2 weeks of May. So we've got corn out here from 4 or 5 leaf tall to corn just coming out of the ground. And farmers are largely evaluating their stands. They're making plans to kill their weeds, and they're just starting to think about side dressing nitrogen if that's part of their nitrogen program.
Yeah, good. So with that, I think that's kind of where a lot of the Midwest is at now as well. So, when it relates to that nitrogen, what are some of the things they should be looking at or thinking about right now as they prepare for the rest of that season?
Well, I think they need to understand that we've had above average rainfall, and that rainfall has largely come at the end of April and throughout May. And so most of their pre-plant nitrogen, if not all of it, has converted to nitrate prior to these big rains. And that means that every time water flows through their soil, it's taking a little bit of nitrogen with it. So unlike last year, this year is shaping up to be a much bigger concern for nitrogen loss. And I think farmers just need to keep that in the back of their mind right now.
Good. So with that, the rain has been great. We love to have the rain, right? But it does open up a new set of challenges. So can you talk a little bit then about how Ag MRI and Envision work together to be able to help manage that?
Sure. I was at a meeting with the founder of Envision Ag, Peter Scarf, several years ago, and he made a comment that always resonated with me. He looked at a group of farmers and he said, if your corn is shoulder high, and if you guarantee me that you have a good stand of weed-free corn, if Envision Ag says you need nitrogen, that you've lost yield from nitrogen, it is correct. You've lost yield from nitrogen or drainage. And so he pared it down to be very simple. And I think as long as growers can manage their stands and their weeds, we can help them with nitrogen later in the season.
Good. That's great because at the end of the day, right, the things that make up corn yield, the weather and nitrogen are the top two. So being able to manage those is important as we go forward. So good. Thanks for that, Bob. I think thank you, Bob, for all those comments there and what we have. Well, now with this series that we're doing, we want you to go out there and follow us on social media sites. Go to IntelliNair.com if you have questions. There's still time to sign up to get Ag MRI covering your fields along with the Envision. Matter of fact, we have a specific package that can do just Ag MRI and Envision to really hit that mid-season when those tough decisions are needing to be made to figure out how much nitrogen so you don't lose your yield. So with that, thank you, Bob. Appreciate your time, and the rest of you be following us and looking for more of these coming out in the future. Appreciate it all. Thanks.